These machines can print in full color on just about anything, but where do you start? Looking into UV printing, you're probably excited but also a little overwhelmed. These machines can print in full color on just about anything, but where do you start? What's actually worth printing? Today, I want to share 3 beginner-friendly projects that are not only fun to make, but they're also proven sellers. With a little pre-planning, these are projects you can start printing on day 1. Christmas ornaments, backpack tags, and Leatherette can coolers. Think of this video as a UV printing toolbox. Each of these 3 projects highlights a different skill, and I'll show you why they work and how to get them running in your workflow. What's up everyone, I'm Brett, and this is my Laser Garage. My wife and I run a full-time laser engraving and printing business right out of our home, and this channel is where I share real-world projects, reviews, and tips to help you get the most out of your laser, CNC, or UV printer. Whether you're running a side hustle or building a full-on shop, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. Before we dive into the first project, I want to take a quick minute to explain why this video is so important. If you've never seen a UV printer in action, the workflow can seem intimidating. Designing files, rip software, print modes, print positioning, there's a lot of moving parts. My goal today is to give you a clear, real-world look at how that process actually works, start to finish. I'll be giving you a snapshot of 3 beginner-friendly projects, each highlighting parts of the overall UV printing workflow. How you edit files in Illustrator, how the software interprets CMYK colors, how to set up your material on the print bed, and finally, how the prints actually run. Think of this as a sampler platter of UV printing. You'll see the whole journey without being buried in technical jargon. I'll be showing everything today on my ArtisJet Trust, which has quickly become one of my favorite machines to work with. What I like the most about the Trust is how streamlined the workflow feels. Between the software, print modes, and the way it handles batching, it's built to make production straightforward. That's what makes it perfect for this kind of overview. As we go, you'll see how each project not only shows the basics of UV printing, but also why the Trust stands out as an extremely capable commercial-grade printer. This is an overview, kind of a highlight reel of what UV printing looks like. If anything I cover today perks your interest and you'd like me to do a deep dive into that specific topic, whether it's the software, file creation, jig building, or ink options, or anything else, let me know down in the comments. That feedback really helps me decide what tutorials to make next. Let's get started. Let's kick things off with Christmas ornaments. These are one of the best beginner projects, and honestly, you can't start making them soon enough. Q4 is right around the corner, and if you wait until November to get started with holiday items, you're already too late. The people who really cash in on ornaments are preparing now, building inventory, setting up Etsy listings, and dialing in their designs. Ornaments are such a strong choice because they're always in demand during the holidays. They're small and easy to customize with names, dates, or photos, and the blanks are inexpensive, helping to make the potential profit margins big. I've already prepared the ornament designs, but let me show you how I lay them out in Illustrator for the Trust's print bed. To build a template, I trace the outline of my ornaments onto a separate layer and then export that as a TIFF file. With 6, 12, or even more blanks dropped in, I can lay out designs in bulk and get them ready fast. And if you're running a full production shop, with the right jigging, you could even load up about 70 of these ornaments in one go on the Trust's print bed. Once my template TIFF is saved, I open it up in ArtisRip, the printer's software that converts my designs into a format the Trust can understand. From there, I like to print my templates directly onto a flexible multi-mat that comes with the Trust. This mat not only protects the workbed, but its tacky surface helps keep items securely in place. It's also perfect for test prints, letting me to check alignment and quality before I commit to real blanks. The best part is cleanup though. Prints on the multi-mat peel right off with a little tape. And if you prefer, you can also print directly onto the Trust's metal bed. The same trick works there too. It's quick, easy, and keeps your setup consistent. With my template printed, I'll align my artwork into the same position as my template by placing it at the 00 X and Y coordinates, and I'm ready to print the job. This is a quick and easy way to make sure your artwork lines up perfectly on your blanks and just takes a little prep work in the file design. Before we actually press print though, let's take another look at our files on the computer and learn a little bit more about CMYK printing. CMYK stands for cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Those four inks combine to make full color images, the same way your home printer works basically. Each color value ranges from 0 to 100%, representing how much of that specific color ink is used in the printing. For example, 0000100 is pure black, 0000 is pure white. UV printers in general don't look at pure white or 0000 as a printable value. The printer reads it as transparent and won't lay down any ink. Normally that can cause issues, but in this case, our ornament blanks are already white. That means CMYK only mode works perfectly because the blank itself provides the white background for the few areas in the design that are pure white. We'll get into more about that in the next project, where things get trickier with transparent or darker materials. Using our printed template and multi-mat makes batching ornaments incredibly easy. Drop in your blanks, align your file once, and the printer handles the rest. This is where the Trust really shines as a commercial printer. Being able to drop in a whole batch at once instead of loading one at a time saves hours during the holiday rush. And one feature I really like is how the ArtisJet workstation software shows you estimated print time and ink consumption before you hit start. That makes it easy to plan production runs, quote jobs more accurately, and keep an eye on costs. These ornaments literally cost pennies in ink and took about a minute to print. They can easily sell for $8 to $15 each, especially when you offer personalization options. If you batch out many at a time, that's a potential for hundreds in profit in under an hour. And what I also like is the consistency. Print 5 or 50 and they all come out looking the same. That reliability is a big deal when you're running production. So with these ornaments, we picked up a couple of really important skills. Building a template for batching and using straight CMYK printing on a white blank. That's a really solid foundation. Now let's take a step further and look at a project that shows us how UV printing handles transparent materials and double-sided designs, acrylic backpack tags, and luggage tags. These are perfect for backpacks, luggage, or even team ID tags. Whether it's back to school season or custom sets for an entire baseball team, they're another skill building project that actually sells. They're durable, fully customizable, and they give me a chance to highlight a few more printing techniques on the ArtisJet Trust. I'll be showing you two styles of tags. The first is a white plastic tag where we'll print in CMYK mode on both the front and the back, which means setting up two separate files. The second is an acrylic tag where we'll use the CMYK white CMYK sandwich print technique, laying down color, then white, then color again. That way the design is visible from either side of the acrylic. These first tags use some of the same skills we practiced with the ornaments. I'll start by printing an outline of my design directly on the multi-mat, and then I'll stick my blank tags on top, keeping them within my boundaries. And again, look at how many possible tags you can batch out with this machine as I extend the workbed all the way forward. It's pretty massive. Next, I'll import my design file into ArtisRip and send the job to ArtisJet workstation software. One of the features I really like about the workstation software is that it estimates not only your ink consumption, but also how long the print will take. For this demo, I'm running a set of 8 tags, and the software shows it'll take about 4 minutes start to finish. You'll notice I sized my graphics just slightly larger than the blank itself as well. That way I get complete edge-to-edge coverage and don't risk leaving any slivers of unprinted space. Once the front is done, I'll flip the tags over, realign, and repeat the process to print the backside with a separate image file. Let's take a close look at how nice these tags turned out. Package these as a set or a team bundle, and you've got a profitable, scalable product. Now, here's an example of a back-to-school backpack tag made with clear acrylic. One of the big benefits of my shop here is that I have a huge range of laser machines, and they pair perfectly with UV printing. In this case, I use my laser to custom cut the blanks I'll be printing on. Since these tags are transparent, we need a different printing process to make the design visible from both sides. This is where sandwich printing comes in. The printer lays down a first layer of CMYK color, then a layer of white, and then another layer of color on top. That ink sandwich locks the artwork in place and makes it pop on both sides of the acrylic. If you were to print only in a single CMYK pass, the result would be semi-transparent. Great for certain effects, but not what we're looking for here. Notice how quickly the Trust is able to print these tags. This is thanks to ArtisJet's BEC1 Go technology, which stands for Braille, Emboss, Color, and One Go. In this case, it means the printhead is laying down all three of these layers, CMYK, white, and CMYK simultaneously. This is one of the best parts about this printer. Normally, sandwich printing can be slow or tricky because you're stacking multiple layers and using multiple print files. With the Trust, BEC1 Go knocks it out in one smooth pass. It's fast, accurate, and you don't have to worry about misalignment. These backpack tags are another high profit margin project. A little bit higher in cost due to the printing technique, but still pennies. And I'll sell these as a set of 3 for about $15 usually. And thanks to how quickly sandwich printing runs on this printer, it makes it easy to take on bigger orders. So with these tags, we added a couple more skills to our UV printing toolbox. On the white plastic tags, we learned how to set up and print double-sided designs. And on the clear acrylic, we used the sandwich print technique to make artwork visible from both sides. Now let's switch gears to a totally different material, Leatherette Can Coolers. This project will show you how to handle flexible surfaces, print vibrant colors on dark backgrounds, and even use a custom jig to boost efficiency. These Leatherette Can Coolers are a step up from the cheap neoprene sleeves you see everywhere. They feel premium and they print beautifully. And they're perfect for weddings, corporate events, or businesses. I love these as a product because customers almost always buy them in bulk. And with the Trust, knocking them out is quick, and those full color graphics are an absolute showstopper. To align my design, this time I'll be doing something a little bit different. Now, can coolers aren't the easiest shape to print on because they don't sit perfectly flat. To solve that, I built a custom jig that holds 4 Leatherette coolers snug and flat. This keeps them aligned, allows for easy print head alignment, and makes it easy to run full batches. Once the jig is dialed in, you can reload and print with very little downtime. This is the kind of setup that separates a hobby workflow from a commercial workflow. Jigs don't always have to look pretty all the time, as long as they work. And I whipped up this design in Lightburn, which is my laser design software, and cut it out of 1/8" plywood built up in multiple layers. But don't worry if you don't have the tools to build your own jigs. ArtisJet can help create custom jig setups tailored to your workflow. One of the things I really appreciate is that they offer solutions for almost every commercial printing need, and their customer service is great at guiding you towards the right materials, inks, and tools for your projects. That kind of support makes a big difference when you're learning or scaling up. Now let's get back to our design and see how this print actually comes together. Remember earlier when I said UV printers don't recognize pure white as a printable value? Well, here's where that comes into play. If I leave these pure white areas at 0000, the printer will treat them as being transparent and nothing will print. The fix is simple. I just changed the value slightly to 2222. It still looks like white to the eye, but now the RIP software sees it as data and will actually print this layer. Making that file alteration is straightforward in Illustrator, and in about a minute my file is all ready for the printer. Notice also how I have my design set up in layers. This allows me to see the outline of my jig, and I created additional layout boxes to help align placement and the size of the logo. Now when you're printing on darker colors like these Leatherette Can Coolers, your print mode becomes even more important. Without a strong base white layer, your colors will disappear into the background. That's why for this project, I'm using a white-white CMYK print mode, 2 passes of white followed by the CMYK layers. It builds a solid, opaque foundation so your reds, blues, and yellows stay bold and vibrant, even on black or deep brown surfaces. This is another spot where you can see the benefit of owning a commercial machine. Having modes like this built in means you can take on jobs with dark materials and still guarantee vibrant results. Again, my Trust does this all in one pass because of its BEC1 Go technology. Right now, I'm using the standard hard or universal ink set, which works great for most applications and is highly scratch resistant. But ArtisJet also offers a full line of specialty inks. For flexible items like this Leatherette, their soft ink will provide a good option because it stretches with the material and holds up over time. They even have waterproof inks that are perfect for glassware or stainless tumblers, so you don't have to worry about durability when those items are washed. That flexibility with inks really opens up what you can offer. Look at these final results. The Leatherette blanks do cost a little bit more than neoprene, but I really like the premium look they provide. This is one of my favorite projects because they're fast, high impact, and almost all of the time they're ordered in bulk, whether it's for weddings, businesses, or for sports teams. A 100-piece order can bring in some serious money, and with the white-white CMYK printing mode, the right ink choice, and a simple jig setup, you can batch them out quickly and consistently with the ArtisJet Trust. So with these can coolers, we added some really valuable skills to our toolbox. like using custom jigs for alignment, learning about pure white values, working with the white CMYK print mode to get vibrant results on dark backgrounds, and even explored the different ink types for flexible or waterproof applications. By this point, you can really see how each project teaches a different piece of the UV printing puzzle. And with those skills stacked together, you're ready to take on a wide range of real-world jobs. Now let's wrap this up. So let's recap what we learned. With the ornaments, we built the template and learned how to use CMYK print mode on white blanks. With the tags, we tackled double-sided printing on plastic and got hands-on with sandwich printing on clear acrylic. And with the can coolers, we learned how printers interpret pure white. We used the white CMYK mode for dark backgrounds, learned about different ink types, and saw how jigs make batching efficient and repeatable. Each of these projects teaches a different UV printing skill you can add to your toolbox. And when you stack those skills together, you start to see the real power of the ArtisJet Trust UV printer. Fast, consistent, and profitable production. And that's really the benefit of owning a true commercial grade printer like the Trust. It's not just about making one or two custom gifts. It's about having a reliable machine that can handle volume, adapt to different materials, and deliver consistent results every time. That's what gives you the confidence to take on bigger jobs and build a real business around UV printing. And this video is just the tip of the iceberg. Each of the skills I showed today, templates, sandwich printing, jig building, could easily be a standalone video on its own. And there's so much more to learn. So if there's something you'd like me to dive deeper into, let me know down in the comments. Your feedback helps me decide what tutorials to make next. And if this video gave you some ideas, hit that like button, subscribe, and check out my UV printing and other playlists for even more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.